We are now recording.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the May 19th meeting of the Executive Director Search Committee. And as a reminder, this meeting is being recorded. Madam Secretary, can you please take roll?
Cisneros?
Here.
Good, not present. Grande, not present. Sowell?
Present.
Stallings?
Present.
Tony?
Present.
You have a quorum, Chair.
Thank you. Next on the agenda is call for public comment. Before we begin public comment, I would like to remind everyone that under the Bagley-Keene Open Meeting Act, public comments must pertain to items that are on the agenda or be related to matters that are within the jurisdiction of this agency. And additionally, I understand that trustees may only have an hour for this meeting, so we're going to keep public comment. Before I get into the timing of that, could I have anybody who's online raise their hand now to give us an idea of how many people wish to make public comment?
We have one member of the public wishing to address the committee.
All right. State Bar staff will attempt to call members of the public in the order that they appear in the attendee pool. For those participating via Zoom, you should have a function for virtually raising your hand. Click the hand icon now. Hopefully you just did, and State Bar staff will call on you the order that hands are raised. For those of you participating via phone, you may virtually raise your hand by pressing *9. Doing so will alert staff that you wish to make public comment, and we'll open your microphone so you can address the board. For those of you participating via notice location, please alert the State Bar staff member present in the room that you'd like to make public comment. Due to time restrictions, we cannot allow more than 2 minutes for each speaker. Please note that staff will have an on-screen countdown timer visible to all attendees during the duration of public comment. And we will first go to individuals that are at notice locations. Anybody at notice locations wish to give public comment? There's no one here. I'll go to San Francisco. Anybody? Trustee Grande? Anybody? Okay. Trustee Sowell, anybody wish to make public comment?
No.
Trustee Tony?
Nobody here.
All right. We'll go next to our sign up in advance sheet. So, Madam Secretary.
Yes. First, we have Carrie Poppy. I do not see Carrie Poppy's in attendance. Next, we do have somebody who did sign up, but unfortunately they didn't provide a name, but I do believe that it may be Claire Solat, and I do see that Claire is in attendance. So I will enable their mic. Claire, your mic has been enabled.
Thank you. Good afternoon. I am disheartened to be making public comment, as I had hoped by now the State Bar would have sent the request to the court to endorse the remedies the BOT voted on at its May 9th meeting, and that the court would have already issued an order supporting the request. Sadly, that is not the case. The February exam was administered 10 weeks ago. 2.5 weeks later, CB passed a motion offering a PLL remedy as one of the options for the February applicants. Over 8 weeks has passed since the board passed its motion supporting CB's recommendation. It has been 10 days since that meeting. The July 2nd refund date is in 2 weeks, and the July exam is in 10 weeks. It is unclear who has been directing staff and the setting of the calendar when it comes to petitioning the court. What is clear is that over 3,000 February applicants have been waiting months for the promised remedies. In the interim, hundreds have lost their jobs and job offers. Thousands have paid additional bar exam fees and for prep courses, and legal employers have been unsure if they will have these employees available to them, as well as the 2020 PLLs, in the coming months to serve their clients. Several members at CBE's meeting on May 5th shared that they were disappointed that the PLL remedy had not been transmitted to the court sooner, within days after the March 14th meeting. The delays are inexcusable and are harming the public. As this committee moves forward with the search for the next executive director and in the interim, it is imperative that the process is done in a transparent manner. We have learned after the fact that the State Bar was aware last fall that it was not prepared to administer the February exam remotely using new multiple choice questions and new vendors. Rather than step forward and share this information with the court, the legislature, the applicants, and the public, the State Bar stayed quiet. The State Bar claims Measure told them the problems would be fixed, yet many of the problems were not within Measure's control. It is time for
We
all to take
apologize for
the
your
roles
time has
and
expired.
be transparent and timely. It's time to stop the delays. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Do not have any additional advanced signups or anyone in attendance currently with their hand raised.
All right, thank you. We will now close the public comment period. And we are going to now move into closed session pursuant to Government Code Section 11126 sub A sub 1 to discuss the appointment for the executive director position. Members, you should have received a second link for the closed session. So go ahead and exit out of this, click on the closed session link, and we'll see you on the other side. And then for members of the public, this meeting is agendized to go through 1 p.m. That is an estimate, so we will attempt to keep within that estimate. All right, thank you.
Okay, we are now resumed.
All right, welcome back everyone to the open session agenda for the May 19th meeting of the Executive Director Search Committee. The Executive Director Search Committee has not yet completed discussions on the agenda today. And accordingly, I move that we adjourn this meeting pursuant to Government Code Section 11128.5 until May 23rd, 2025 at approximately 1 p.m. Plan to begin after the Board of Trustees meeting to be held hybrid, to be posted on the notice of adjournment, which will be posted within 24 hours. So as to that motion, I'm making that motion. Can I have a second?
Second.
Second by Trustee Tony. Madam Secretary, can I get a roll call vote, please?
Yes, Cisneros,
Yes.
good, not present. Grande,
Yes.
Soel,
Aye.
Tony,
Aye.
Stallings.
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right. Thank you all for your availability, the staff for all of your work, and we will see you all in a couple days. All right.
Thank
Until
you.
next time.
Bye, everybody.